Welcome to this video on Coreo. Coreo is the ideal tool for anyone setting up a data collection project. It's a unique platform that includes all the tools you need to build and run engaging data collection projects on any scale. In this video, we're going to give you an idea of just how easy it is to build an app using Coreo. The idea of this project was to build an app to crowdsource data on white storks. This is the Coreo admin panel. We're going to join the project in a moment, having already set up an app and added a home page. The idea of Coreo is that it's a very simple drag and drop interface. So we join our white stork project having just created the shell of the app, and we've also added a home page to which we've placed a text block on that page, and we're just adding a media image block so that we can pull in a graphic or an image of a white stork to make the homepage look nice. So what we're doing now is adding media files. So we're just going to browse to the folder where our white stork images are, and we'll add those to the project. And the way that Coreo works is that you import images and you tag them. So what we're doing at the moment is just going to generically tag all of these images with the label white stork, and we're going to select another image that we particularly like, and we'll tag that with home so that this image can be isolated and placed on the home page. So that image could appear in and will appear in a number of different places within the app based on the tags that we've used to label it. We're now also adding a media file, which is an audio file, to the project so that this can appear in the ID guide. And you can also add a description or a caption to any media file, and this is useful because that will also appear within the ID guide to tell you what type of bird call this is, whether it's a song or an alarm call, etc. So now we're just selecting the relevant tag for our media image block, and we're going to just navigate to our overview page. For the app, we're going to add an icon for the project. So this is what's going to appear on your home screen, etc. And you can also theme your app with different colors for different pages, and also change the font, face, etc. So we want to now preview where we've got to, and we'll just drag this across into our browser window on the right hand side so that we can monitor the app as we go. So that's our home page underway, and now we're adding the ID guide page to the app as well. So what we're going to do here is just a bit of config on that page to say who gets to see it, whether it appears in the page navigation, and we're going to start building up the content of the page by first of all dragging on a media gallery. And this is going to utilize all of those white stork images that we just imported. So if we preview that now on the right hand side, you'll see the ID guide appear in the navigation. And here are the images that we've just imported shown as a gallery. You can also turn off things like image blur on the background so that you have a sort of single clean image, or you can blur the background to make it look better on a website view. So this is there to optimize the transition really between viewing it on a mobile and viewing it on a web browser on a desktop, for example. We're also adding this collection item summary, which is the information about white storks. But first of all, what we need to do is create a collection, and we need to import some data about white storks, which we created earlier. So we're just pulling in that data now, and this is the information that we've collected and now brought in, which contains things like a description about how the bird looks and sounds, NBN code, which is a unique code that identifies white stork. And we can now select for the ID guide which of those fields we want to show and which we don't. And we're also just dragging in a audio gallery item block here and selecting the white stork tag that we applied earlier. So that's our ID guide finished. So what we're going to do now is set up another page. And one thing that you will want to do if you're running a citizen science project, for example, is have a map of all the sightings that people have collected. That's very easy to do with Coreo. We're just going to create the map page, add a map block, and then we're going to select the records that we want to show. And there are numerous options there, but first what we've got to do is set up a form, and the form is the mechanism by which people collect data via the app or via the website. So the form is very straightforward again to set up. It's given a name, and then we just assign various questions based on the type of metadata that we want to collect. So here we're just setting up a standard date field, and that's going to collect the information from the device clock because we've set it to be automatically populated. And we're now adding the species, so this is the list collection. And you can mark fields as being required or not required as you see fit. So we've just added a number field, which is a slider in this case, but you can have a direct input as well if you want. And we're now just going to add a location field. So obviously on a mobile device, this will utilize the GPS chipset on the phone. And finally, we're having a non-obligatory field of being able to add or upload a photo. So that's the form completed. We just need to save that. And then we'll go back into our app configuration, go back to the map page and select that survey from the survey type field. And we could also choose what type of icon we want to appear on the map. So you can have a generic icon. We're going to select the option to show the images that are selected or uploaded when people record a sighting. So this is our map, nothing on it at the moment because we haven't submitted any records, so we're just going to go back to the home page, and we're going to now add a button to the home page which will enable people to upload records. So this is going to link through to the form that we've just created. And when we save that and refresh the app view, you'll see an add record button appear, which will invoke the form and will enable people to fill out the details of the sightings that they make, including the ability to locate using a map as well as GPS and upload a photo. So we'll just select one of our gallery images for now and then submit that. And then we'll pop back to the map, and there's our sighting that we've just added of a white stork. So that's it. That's our app completed now. Because Coreo produces progressive web apps, these can be viewed as a website in a browser on a laptop or a desktop machine, or you can deploy them to a mobile device where you can install to the home screen and they'll function just like a regular app. We hope you've enjoyed this short tutorial on Coreo, and if you have any questions, please get in touch with us at the address shown.